I'm Nick Shell. I'm the internet receding hairline guy, the hair loss guy on the internet, whatever you want to call me. We need to start this video out by talking about what I'm wearing, because there's a public demand. People are wanting to know, what is Nick Shell wearing? Who are you wearing? You know, it goes with the Tom and Jerry t-shirt from Gap from like 8 years ago. We got some Alabama socks with these grips on the bottom that my mom got me for Christmas like 5 years ago. So, now that we've got that figured out, let's talk about peer pressure. Now, it's been said more than once by people who watch my videos that I'm inconsistent and that I change my opinion on thoughts about hair loss. This is probably one of those videos that will feed that trait about me. So I just watched this video on YouTube and I liked it. It was something like 4 ways to manipulate people. Basically, it tells how we're manipulated all the time. And one of the ways it tells is talking about peer pressure, that ultimately people are going to go with peer pressure more easily than they will be sold on the exception of the rule. For example, they said in the video that if you see an ad saying obesity is on the rise in America, it's an epidemic, therefore you should eat healthy and you should exercise, that actually backfires, because the message people actually hear is, hey, everybody's overeating, everybody's eating processed sugar, everybody's eating too much meat, everyone's not exercising. That's what most people are doing. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't be one of those freaks. Don't be a vegan. Don't be a health nut. Don't switch to almond milk. That's crazy. Everyone is in this, so you're good. That's what people hear. So instead, you'd have to, if you want people to get healthier, then you would say, let's see, we would find like a good statistic, I guess, like less people are dying now of heart disease because there's been an increase in people eating healthier. It's a matter of focusing on the positive. Okay, so poor example, but you should go look up the video and watch it. Okay, so let's talk about peer pressure and hair. I don't know the statistics. I know that some of you do. You keep up with this. You're experts on hair loss and should have your own videos, but don't. That's your problem, not mine. You should be making money off of this because you know what you're talking about and I don't, yet I'm making money and you're not from these videos. So deal with that. Get your own video, get your own channel, and do it. You're better than me. You know more than I do, yet you continue to watch my stuff even though I don't know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to peer pressure, I don't know the statistics, but I would have to think, and get ready to correct me in the comments, I would have to think that most American men lose most of their hair at some point in their life, assuming that you live to be full age, 78 years old or whatever it is. I'd have to assume that most men lose most of their hair, right? All right. So if that's the deal, then that everybody's doing it thing would be true, that everybody's losing their hair, right? Now, we also look at the other side of it. What are men doing about that? What is everybody doing? What's the majority doing about their hair loss? Well, up until recently, a lot of men were just letting it go. But I think it's fair to say that we've seen perhaps an increase in hair restoration, like getting transplants. But I think we've also seen a major rise in society's acceptance of men shaving their head, Vin Diesel style, Bruce Willis style. So we've seen an increase in both of those. So I think there is confusion, there is mixed messages, even for me to understand, well, what is everybody doing? If everyone's still losing, and I say everyone by meaning the majority, if most men are still losing their hair, what are most men still doing about it? Even now, like 2016, 2015, 2014, what are most men doing? Are most men, of the men losing their hair, are most men getting hair transplants? Are most men using prescription drugs that have side effects? Or are most men shaving it off? What's the crowd doing? Because you know me. I mean, I'm leaning obviously towards shaving your head and that being that. Obviously, you know that about me. I'm not hiding that. But at the same time, you know, and part of my maturity, my evolution as a YouTuber who talks about hair loss, has been the fact that I'm more apt to say now, shaving the head is the way I personally will do it. But if you think that you need to do the drugs for your head, or if you need to do the transplant, then that's your decision. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. But I'm just me. I'm not everybody. I'm not the majority. So what is the majority doing? Do we even know? Can one of you look that up and put that in the comments for me and help me know, and that I can do another video about it? Because that's really what I want to know. If ultimately we're programmed to follow what the majority is going to do, then I think it would be cool for me to know that, because I want to know. I think I'm just confused, and maybe we just don't know. What is everybody doing? What are the cool kids doing? What is society doing? We know that everybody's losing their hair, but are more people shaving their head? Are more people just letting it go bozo style? Are more guys getting hair transplants? Are more people putting drugs on their head, chemicals and stuff? Out of all the options you could do, and this is your homework assignment. I'm lazy. I'm not going to do that work. All I do is make these videos and make money off of them and let you do the work. You know me. You know my heart. I'm a manipulator. That's all I am, right? I have a heart of steel and straw, right? It's not warm. It's cold reptile blood in me. That's all I am. I'm the what's it called? Like the bad guy, remember? That's who I am. So your job, because you're the person who does the hard work here, not me. Your job is to look it up and figure out, like maybe the bar graph style, okay? So like, let's say that by, as far as the majority of men with hair loss, right? Or out of all the people who have hair loss, which are the majority of American men, that's a fact, right? I don't think people would argue. So the majority of men have hair loss, right? So out of those, let's do some kind of graph, like what percentage of it men are now doing, hair transplants? Is it 10% of that? Is it 5%? Is it 2%? What percent of that are shaving their head now? What percent are just letting it go bozo style and not caring? What is everybody doing? What's the majority doing? Because if we ultimately fall prey to peer pressure anyway and want to be accepted by doing what is acceptable, then what is that norm? I don't know the answer for that. You do after you look it up for me, because you're doing all the work and I'm just making videos. So, and I appreciate that. I like our relationship, because again, you're not making your own channel. So I know that there's enough people that out of everyone watching this video, there's got to be at least one person who is going to throw up a link up there for me, and then I can know what most men do to deal with their hair loss. And then from there, I can make another lazy follow-up video on this. And that's a good point. I mean, now I'm thinking, it's like, I'm being honest, right? I mean, I'm telling you exactly what it is. I mean, even if I sound like a jerk, at least I am being honest on what I'm trying to do here. I'm not good. I'm not good at this YouTubing thing. I'm not good. And I think, in closing, I think maybe that's the psychology of it. That you've heard this before. You've heard it on YouTube. You've seen it in the news, and you've seen it on blogs. That ultimately, people love to have heroes. They love to build up heroes, ultimately just to watch them fall, right? I mean, I've even seen it with, let's say, Taylor Swift. She's this good girl that makes all this money and girls love her, but yet people are always hoping for that, but what's not perfect about her sort of thing. And I could use plenty of examples, but she's just the first one that came to mind, because she had this good girl image, this whole time. So ultimately, as a lazy YouTuber like me, and when I say lazy, I'm married. I've got 2 kids. I have a blog. I have this, a full-time job. So, I mean, obviously I'm not lazy, but when it comes to my approach to making these videos, yeah, I admit it. But I think I was asking myself this today, because today I got one video saying, "You're like my big brother." I had another one saying, "I watch you just to watch you make mistakes." So, and I think that second comment really helps me understand things better, because ultimately, it is easy to have these people who maybe seem to be important or seem to be famous. Of course, I've got 700 subscribers. I'm nobody in the YouTube world. Nobody knows who I am. But it's easy to watch a guy like me fail every day in my videos because I'm so inconsistent. That's the evolution, though, of where I'm going with all this, and I'm figuring it out as I go. So it's easy to watch me fail. It's easy to watch me fall because I'm not consistent, and I'm not an expert. I'm an expert on being a vegan and some other things, but I'm not an expert on hair loss. I'm like the furthest thing from it. I'm so easy to change my mind or whatever. So there you have it. What's this video about again? Oh yeah, peer pressure. Your job, your homework assignment that you're gonna help me out. And thank you, by the way. I do appreciate it. I sincerely do. You're gonna help me figure out what most men who lose their hair do about their hair loss. That way we can find out officially, so I can say, okay, everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing Propecia. Everybody's doing transplants, or everybody's shaving their head. Whatever everyone. I want to know what the majority of people do. And then on a side note, this is just a reminder, I am so aware of how not good of a YouTuber I am. I'm so aware of that. I am not good. But you're watching me anyway. I know that people want to see the rawness of what I do. You want to see that I'm just an ordinary guy, that sometimes I just shoot a video in my car or my living room right before I go to bed, and I'm wearing my pajamas and my Alabama socks and my Tom and Jerry shirt. It's so not professional, but I am a real guy, and I'm being honest with you. I'm being direct with you. And maybe that's the big brother comment part of it too. I'm like a big brother. I mean, you have some level of respect for me. At the same time, some days you kind of just are annoyed by me. And that's what I promise to be, a real person. I'm Nick Shell. Nice chat.